We good? We in? We in frame? Okay, come on. Tally, we good? Off the phone. Cool. All right. Good evening, folks. We are here at Westside High School to kick off the winter season of basketball. Starting off girls tonight, our season opener here at Westside High School. My name is Jaden Taylor. Alongside me tonight, Cade Martin. It's been great to give you guys some football action this fall. Now we're ready to get on to basketball. 2 games here tonight. We're going to start off with the girls going up against Columbus. The girls 10th ranked this season, coming off of a 23-6 season last year where they fell in the first round of the state tournament. They're looking to improve. They're looking to keep going, but they're really a young core going into this.
I mean, yeah, they lost 5 of their seniors, most of whom which were starters in Brooklyn James, Taylor Joslin, Ella Wettergren, Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor, and Abby Hellman. Hellman, a very important piece off the bench as well, so it's going to be very difficult for this Warriors team, starting off the season and just gradually growing.
Yeah, I mean, all 5 of those pieces were really big pieces. It's a really young team this year. One of the other, big pieces we saw, last year coming off the bench, a little bit starting sometime, is Ellie Tempero, really the main point guard for this team. She's out tonight. Rumor some sprained ankle. Not exactly sure what we're hearing back and forth. Rumoring sprained ankle here tonight, back last week. So she won't be playing here tonight. But in her place, we're going to see Madeline Siebler starting off at the point guard position. It'll be a great opportunity for a really young core here. Only one senior really being a factor in these games so far this season. An entire underclassman starting 5, including junior and Siebler, coming into the night. Another really big story for the girls. Who is going to be their big woman, essentially? We have Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor, a huge presence in the paint last year, was able to dominate everybody. And this year, they brought in Lucy Shunlau from Duchesne. She's a sophomore this year, trying to regain her place here at Westside. 6'4" is a part of this center offense. She's going to be a really big part of that offense in the paint for these Warriors. Now, we're going to look at the standings here for the Omaha World Herald rankings. The Warriors last season really at that 6th spot. They're dropping down to that 10th spot here to start it off, really just because of their young core.
I mean, yeah, last year, majority of their scoring, majority of their assists, and majority of their rebounds came from McGinnis-Taylor, came from Brooklyn James, Ella Wettergren. So being able to have a young core come in and be able to produce at a level that you need to, having a point guard who is able to distribute the ball, that's going to be a very key part to this offense and the whole season for the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides, it's really been a question so far this year if we would even have this season going into this, right after, we saw that women's tournament. It was right where everything came in. It's been so much long ago that that's when everything got set up here. But it's going to be a really fun season for this season, for this year, for this team overall, for Clark to see how he can rebuild a program. We saw it for the volleyball team. This year was a really big, rebuilding year to really get a young core and add a couple more next year. This year's going to be somewhat of the same that we're going to see here for the girls. We're going to see them, hop around the top 10, hoping for a lot of excelling. There's a lot of questions going into this season. It's really important for them here tonight, get a lot of 3 opportunities. Stella Minky is going to come off the bench a little bit. She's going to try to get some opportunities. Adriana DePrima is going to be a little bit of a guard and a little bit of a power forward, moving back it in, kind of trying to dish it out. With a big loss from last season, Brooklyn James, a senior, she was just a huge part of that offense at the 3-point level. And to be able to bring it back is going to be challenging for these Warriors. Good thing for them tonight, they're going up against some of the Easter competition in the Columbus Discoverers. A really struggling last season for Columbus. Unfortunately, we still cannot find any stats on them, specifically on each of their players. But again, another really young emerging crew. It's a lot of, a junior stacked, senior stacked team this season. And they're looking to, be on the rebound after a big season, a slower season last year.
Yeah, I mean, for Columbus, there was only 3 seniors that I could find that were not on the team last year, and Emily Hall, Gracie Lube, and Osmunde Izaguirre. So not having many seniors graduate, or I guess I should say having a lot of players that are returning, that's going to be a very key point for this team, for this Columbus basketball team, having to gain that momentum that they previously had, being able to stack up those wins, as many wins as possible, being able to limit losses, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, small mistakes with that is really important, especially with a young crew. You're going to see that a lot in the groups that have, junior, sophomore stacked teams. And then what you're going to see here tonight, a little bit of those teams were like that last year. A lot of new starters here for the Warriors this season. We're going to be right back. When we come back, we're going to get you more in-depth, and we're going to get you the starting five here on Warrior Television. And we are back here at Westside High School. We're getting into our starting five for the Warriors. Going to start off with Madeline Siebler at point guard here tonight. Then we're going to go up to Adriana DePrima at the shooting guard position. Then we're going to see a little bit of Caitlin Hanna, a really great golfer, three-time state at the state championship, three-time Metro champion. She's got a little bit of a taste for basketball as well. We're going to see both Livy Kraft as well as Lucy Shanlau, both of the transfers here so far this season for this Warrior offense. And what are you going to see for Columbus here tonight?
Starting off, we have number 10, Braun, number 22, Thompson, number 24, Adams-Tolles, number 31, Dransky, and number 32, Capels.
That we saw last year, with these Warriors, 52.6 points per game, 30.6 rebounds per game, and a 40% shooting percentage, which is a little bit low for a team like this that wants to keep growing and wants to keep getting better. This game right here, it's an early season. These first few games will be the real ones that we want to see, how they're going to test it out, how this team chemistry is going to be in a game-like scenario. Of course, it's going to be a lot different than most years, but it's going to be somewhat of a different vibe to what they want to see in these coming weeks. So, going into tonight, we're seeing this girls' game. 7:15 is going to be our boys' game. And Kate, what do you really want to see from these Warriors, going up in that boys' game later tonight?
I mean, it's really it's just going to be being able to pass the ball, being able to create your own shots, being able to get open as well. Losing three big pieces of that boys team, it's a huge factor. Reggie Thomas, Chandler Meeks, those two have got to step up, especially elevating that team to be able to go farther in the state tournament than they did last year.
Yeah, we've talked about Chandler so far this season. He's really a defensive mainly guy, and that's what these Warriors, these girl Warriors have been as well. They've really been working the ball defensively. They really want to get at the paint, and they want to force their opponent some really bad shots. So that's what they were able to do really well last year defensively. And a big thing here, especially at Westside, where it's a little bit of a smaller court than most NSAA standards, a lot of fast breaks, a lot of fast-moving basketball. We're going to see a lot of quick basketball on both sides, a lot of teams on their heels. It's not going to be good for them. It's going to be interesting on both sides. We're going to be back here in just about a minute and a half to get you to tip-off here on Warrior Television.
At forward, number 22, Ellie Thompson. At guard, number 24, Jaylee Adams-Tulse. At guard, number 31, Addie Duransky. At forward, number 32, Logan Topley. And now the starting lineup for the Westside Warriors. At forward, number 11, Madeline Siegler. At guard, number 20, Adriana DePrima. At guard, number 22, Caitlin Hanna. At guard, number 23, Olivia Kraft. At forward, number 42, Lucy Shonlau.
And we're just seconds away from tip-off here at Westside High School to start off your 2020-21 winter season. Warriors tonight looking to start out their season strong, up against a Columbus team that won up against Millard North last night out at Columbus. Millard North would take them down, as well as the boys team. Shunlau will get the tip. Up against Adams-Tulse. New season about to get underway. And it all starts right here. Tip, go to DePrima, will go back out. Throw will be across the middle. DePrima gets the steal. Kraft will bring it up the court. Will dish it over to Hannah, looking for the feed. Layup is no good. Shunlau will put it back up, no good. Tipped around. Shunlau will get the ball back. Cut it out to DePrima. DePrima over to Kraft. Will move the ball back around. Will dish it over. Tipped up. Hannah will get it back. Move back outside to Adriana DePrima. Hannah will take it back, looking to reset. Pass up and will get taken back down. Looked like it'll be a travel there. Tolles once again was able to get a good box out opportunity on Shunlau. Hannah. Pass out to Shunlau, over to Hannah once again. They try to drive in. Cut back to Kraft. Siebler, one of the main leaders on this team this season. Big part of this offense. Warriors still working around again. No shot clock in NSA high school basketball. Hannah looking for an open shot from three at the corner. And it's off the mark, no good. Ball will be back out. And Columbus will bring it back up. Duransky will cut it out to the corner. Braun will cut it back out to the outside. Shot from the corner, looks like it'd be a two, be no good. DePrima, 2-on-0 down the court, looking to get a layup in, and it's no good. Fight for it in the paint. And they'll call it a jump ball. And it'll be for the Warriors. A little bit of a sloppy start on both sides. 2 or 3 missed opportunities for the Warriors so far. Hannah will get an opportunity out in the court. We'll bring it back up the middle. We'll drive in, dish out to Siebler for the corner three. And off the mark, no good, and that one will go back out.
A little slow on both sides. Almost 2 minutes in, no points scored.
Yeah, it's been a little bit sloppy all around. Looking for the 3-3 press up front. Columbus trying to push it forward. Kraft will get the steal. DePrima will take it herself, give it off to Hannah. Hannah will drive in. will cut back out to Siebler. Cross-court pass over to Kraft. She'll drive in, pass it out to DePrima. And that'll be an over-under.
DePrima has 2 steals already.
Columbus will try to work it back around and bring it back in. Shot up, no good. And that one will go out. A lot of passes off the mark. We've been talking about it all night so far. Only a couple minutes in. DePrima. Back to Hannah. Hannah will try to drive it in, give it out to Kraft. Hannah looking for the opportunity, passing it back around. A lot of ball movement here for the Warriors so far. Out of the corner to Kraft. Trying to push it in, and that will go out.
Warriors moving the ball around pretty well. Just unable to get inside and get those easy looks.
Hannah will look for the 3 from the corner for the first points of the day, and it's good. Caitlin Hannah, way to start it off the night. Still keeping with the full court press for the Warriors. Another errant pass will keep it going. Another one tipped around. Out to the outside. And that one will go out.
Two turnovers for both sides already.
Again, a lot of sloppy balls so far. 3-0 in favor of the Warriors. DePrima will get it up to the outside. Where was that out at? And tip will be off of number 22, Thompson, excuse me. Warriors will keep it. And looking for an opportunity. Shunlau will be able to want to get it. To Hannah. Had an open look. Will drive in. And we'll cut it out. And that'll be a traveling call. Still keeping with the full court press. Working it back. Look, about 5 seconds. Got to get over by 8. Tipped up once again. Ball's on the floor. Columbus will try to keep it going out of the other side. Tip will go out. And 2 more will check in. Cheney Thompson and Ruby Sikora will check in for Olivia Kraft and Adriana DePrima. Cut out to the corner, looking for a 3, and it's off the mark. Thompson will feed it to Siebler, looking up to Shunlau. She'll look for the layup, no good. She'll get the tip. Another one, no good. Columbus will bring it back up the court. Cut out to the outside, back across the middle. No 3 opportunity. You can try to cut it back in.
Excellent way to draw that charge there. Might have been a little bit of a moving foul, though, or a moving screen.
Yeah, Siebler able to work it off and able to work back up. Drawing a lot of fouls here tonight. Excuse me, a lot of mistakes here tonight on both sides. Hannah will give it over to Sikora. They'll drive in out of the outside. Warriors really been working the ball a lot here tonight, here in this first quarter. Pass up to Shunlau out of the corner. She'll look to drive in for the layup, and it's good. Still working the full court press. Been working so far tonight. Another opportunity for a jumper, and it's no good. Shunlau will get the rebound. And Ruby Sikora will bring it up back up the court to Siebler. And she'll lose it and go out of bounds. Kraft will step in for Siebler. Warriors still working the full court press. We didn't see it a lot last year. They're bringing it into a lot of a guard system here. Trying to get it out. We'll throw it off a defender, and that will go out.
Warriors potentially looking at a very high-pressure defense, obviously, as we've seen with the full court press. Subs switching in and out.
Hazlitt will check in for the Discoverers. Trying to get back into this ball game. Still only a 2-score game. They'll work it around and bring it back up the middle. Look for the layup off the glass. No good. We'll get back down. We'll get the rebound. Try to look it for another glass opportunity again, and it's blocked. But they'll get the foul. First shot is no good. Second opportunity is in. DePrima will bring it back up the court. We'll cut it out to Ruby Sikora in the corner. Cheney Thompson. Double team on her currently. Discovers working a 2-3 zone. Shanlau with the rebound. We'll cut it out to Thompson once again. Cut it over to cross court. DePrima will try to give it to Shanlau. No opportunity there.
I mean, that's the perks of being 6'4". Just able to catch those, able to get those rebounds easily over shorter players, especially in girls basketball.
DePrima will get the steal. She'll look to bring it back up court on a 2-on-2. We'll get the foul.
Excellent recovery play by DePrima. Gave up the ball and then got the foul back.
Yeah, was able to work towards it. The thing we've seen this year versus last year, I mean, a little bit of some overall chemistry might be the difference. But Shanlau, of course, a little bit of a different possibility than we saw in Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor. I mean, really all of their offense, other than the 3-ball last year, was really just dishing up to Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor and letting her do her thing. A little bit of a story so far here for the first game for the Warriors. Duransky will bring the ball up, and we'll cut it out to Braun. Braun at the top of the key. We'll cut it over to Hazlitt. Cut it out back to the corner once again. Braun will try to bring it up with the floater, and it's off the back iron. No good. DePrima will bring it up once again. We'll bring it over to Thompson. Out. Look out to Sikora. Not going to bring it herself. Thompson out of the corner for Kraft. Looking for the 3. No good. Off the side iron. And Braun will bring it up court for the Discoverers. And comparatively two shorter teams working towards it. And there will be a travel. It's been a quick first quarter. Only 8 points scored on both sides. I know neither coach can be happy with their offensive output so far tonight. DePrima. Working over to Kraft. Looking for a corner 3. Will not keep it. DePrima out to Thompson. Shaney was usually a little bit of a lower starter last year. Kraft looking to the middle to Siebler. Thompson looking for the 3. It's no good off the iron. Tip up, will stay, will just get out. And the Discoverers will get the ball back.
Good hustle by Siebler to try to get that ball, just unlucky with that.
Duransky. We'll cut it out to Brown once again. She'll cut it back over to the middle. Capels will move back up. try to get a late shot off. That one will go out. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 7-1 in favor of the Warriors. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get to more second quarter action on Warrior Television. Warriors will bring it back out here in the second quarter, looking to get their offense revamped up against these Discoverers. Only a 7-1 game going into the second quarter. Been a lot of sloppy play on both sides.
Can't really fault the Warriors' defense, though. They've been able to get or force the Discoverers into some bad plays.
Yeah, turnovers have been the story of the night. Discoverers and Warriors alike. We'll cut it out to Braun. Dish it back up the middle. Trying to look for the rebound. We'll cut out to the outside. And we'll keep moving around the court with the rebound. Three from Thompson is good. The Discoverers cut it within 3.
First points scored by the Discoverers in open play.
DeFrina looking to bounce back after that shot will be no good. Siebler will keep it herself, keep it to Hannah. Looking for another 3. That one's airball, no good. Siebler will try to keep it in. And that will go out. Drivers will bring it back up court. Braun. Try to work around Hannah. And that'll be a double dribble.
10 turnovers so far, 5 for both sides.
Really sloppy play on both sides. We've been talking about it all night. The Prima pass up the middle. Tushan Lausch working on 2 defenders. Out to Siebler. She'll try to drive in. We'll cut it out to Kraft. She'll drive in once again to herself. She'll put up a little bit of a floater, and it's no good off the back iron. Ball will stay in. Siebler will get it herself. Shanlau will try to pull one up, and it's good. Still keeping with the full court press. For the Warriors, been working on their defensive side of the ball so far tonight. Ball will go out. We'll see who it's off. And they'll give it to the Discoverers. Braun will take it out up against Hannah. And another traveling penalty. Traveling call, excuse me, on Braun. She's had 3 of those so far tonight.
Hannah playing great defense on that play, being able to force her into that turnover.
Been mainly a defensive specialist overall for these Warriors, and it's what they've been known for with this 5-guard set. We'll cut it out to Kraft. She'll look for the corner 3, and it's good. And Columbus will need to call a timeout. Dave Licari needs a second to talk with these Discoverers in a 12-4 game to start it off here in this second quarter. It's been a quick game. I mean, both sides. I mean, what's been wrong really for these 2 offenses?
I mean, you can't really fault the Warriors offense, at least. They've been able to pass the ball around, just not taking those quick shots. That might be the big problem for them right now, taking their time a little too much. But at this stage of the game, 12-4, in the second quarter, 6 minutes left. That's probably what you want them to do. For this Explorers offense, there's not much you really can say. They're struggling on both sides of this three-man press is suffocating them, to say the least.
Discoverers really need to work on their next opportunities. Braun. Move it up court, look for the block, and it'll be blocked by Shun Lao. Sorry for the clock, we'll get that checked up here in a second. Discoverers trying to work it more quickly. Thompson out to Braun. She'll work it back across the middle. Renner will drive into the right wing. The Prima trying to work something on her. Going to go back out to Thompson. Another tip pass. That one will go out. It'll stay for the Discoverers. Both coaches disputing that one. Looked like that was off Adriana DePrima trying to get a steal attempt. The Discoverers will get the ball, trying to get this a closer game. Gonna cut out to Duransky. Still trying to work another shot opportunity. Hasn't been a lot of opportunities so far tonight. She'll move it back up, look for a floater attempt, no good. Shun Lao will get the rebound. And the Warriors will bring it back up court. We'll cut out to Siebler. Cross-court pass over to DePrima. That one will go just barely stay in, but the pass will be looked like at the corner. Adams Tolles had stepped out of bounds, and the Warriors will get the ball back. Hannah will get it over in the corner. DePrima will work it over on the outside. Kraft will keep it herself over to Hannah. Still not found a lot of opportunities. Kraft in the corner trying to work it back across the middle. Siebler over to Shun Lao. She'll look for the layup, and it is good. And Lucy Shun Lao has shown her impact so far tonight. Real big performance for these Warriors. Still working the full court press. Discoverers finally get it over. Another push out of bounds opportunity, and Thompson will come in for Hannah. Got a junior stack team so far this season, and Clark looks like. And Columbus will take their second timeout of the half.
I mean, offensively on the side of the ball, as I was saying earlier, these Discoverers just need to stay calm. Their main point guard has been giving the ball up in Braun. She has 3 turnovers. Being able to move the ball, staying calm, passing out, not rushing your shot. They haven't been rushing their shot, but as soon as they start doing, that's going to make the game even more difficult for them to pull out this win.
Yeah, and a lot of these opportunities here, we really haven't seen a lot of open shots. I mean, the Warriors defense has been really doing a good job at working towards the paint and haven't been able to, or working towards the arc, and haven't really given a lot of opportunities for the Discoverers in the paint. A lot of jump shots have been off. A lot of, easy opportunities that the Discoverers could be having, they're not getting so far here tonight. It's been a slow offense tonight all around. The Warriors had the 10-point lead so far. Kraft will get a wing shot for the 3, no good. Thompson will try to get the rebound. The Discoverers will pick it back up. When you pass across the middle, Tolles will cut it out to the corner. At the wing, it's going to be no good. Jump ball opportunity. But it'll stay Columbus. Excuse me, it'll be possession for the Warriors. Looks like the possession arrow didn't move after the first jump shot.
It was an excellent rebound by number 22 for the Discoverers, Thompson. Just unlucky that another one of her players decided that they wanted the ball as well.
Thompson going to cut cross court to Kraft. She'll drive in, look for the floater, and it's no good. Shun Lau will try to put it back, no good. And the Discoverers will pick it back up. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in this first half. Been a slow offensive night all around. Discoverers trying to get back in this ball game with their 5-guard set. 3 opportunity is good. Out in the corner from. Oh, I get it correct. Excuse me. Thompson will give it back. We're trying to rush it around, give it off to Shun Lau. She'll try to drive in, look for the layup. It is off, no good.
Pushing the pace a little. That's what you want to see, get the Warriors defense out of shape.
Open layup is not good. And it'll be right back to the Warriors. Thompson has really been starting a lot of these fast breaks for Discoverers. They've really been slowing it up at the three-point arc. Haven't really been giving themselves a lot of great opportunities for easy layups, even those they've missed a couple. Thompson will bring it up for the Warriors. Trying to get something going on this offensive side of the ball. 7-point lead so far. Cut out to Kraft. She'll keep it at the wing, give it over to Thompson. Out of the corner, Kraft doesn't want to, had an opportunity, hesitated. Another turnover for the Warriors. Cross-court opportunity will go out once again. And the Warriors will get the ball back with 1:45 left to go here in this second quarter. Thompson will give it off to Sikora. Still opportunity. Discover trying to get back onto it. Thompson will dive to it. Shun Lau will get the pass. She'll look to start something of her own. Thompson will give it over to Siebler. She'll look for the easy layup, and it's up and good. First points of the night for Siebler. Uncharacteristic of her, especially from last year's performance. Was usually somewhat of a six-man. Got in some big opportunities in the state tournament last year. Slow performance here tonight. But Thompson will put something out for the Discoverers. And it's a 7-point game. Under a minute left to go here in this first half. And a slow ride all around. Kraft will try to give it off to Shun Lau. That one will be tipped and will go out of bounds.
Warriors really wanting to get it into Shun Lau. Mind you, that's not necessarily the worst decision. She's 6'4" against, 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, I mean, those opportunities, they really haven't been able to give her a lot of good feeds. Discoverers have done a really good job at working some defensive opportunities and really, double teaming her on both sides. The Warriors need to give her some better feeds, especially in the paint. Thompson, and we'll get a travel.
Thompson trying to do just a tiny bit too much there. Unlucky with that travel call as well. Potentially could have been a block.
Discoverers will put it up court. That one will go out of bounds. And another turnover here tonight for the Discoverers. Back and forth these teams went.
Westside should want to take the last shot here. Giving the Discoverers another play would not be a very smart idea.
Yeah, with this 5-guard set so far here, Thompson almost lost the ball away. She'll give it to Siebler. Look for the backside help. It'll be there for the Discoverers, and they'll get the ball back. There's about 3 seconds left. We can try to get one more shot off, and that'll be it. So at the end of the first half, A rough offensive showing on both sides. It's 16-9 as we head into the break. And, I mean, Kate, going on in that opportunity, I mean, both sides really sloppy on the offensive game. It's really been the story tonight for both of these teams. A lot of turnovers. You know, it is the first game of the season for both of these teams. We saw them most likely starting off next week with their first game, home game, excuse me, up against Omaha North. That game got, this game got added here just about a week ago. But with these games, I mean, it's, you know, not exactly the greatest showing that we want to start off, you know, with a game like this.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Going back to those turnovers, 15 in total for both sides. 7 on Westside, 8 on the Discoverers. That kind of play for a first game for the Warriors, a second game for the Discoverers, that's not really what you want to see. For the Warriors especially, being able to gain confidence, this being their first game of the season, this being a very young team, as you said in the beginning of the program, having them being able to gain confidence, that's going to be the most important thing. Giving good balls to Shun Lao, a player they're going to use most of their offense through, just as Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor last year. Being able to give those good balls, not having to make her jump forward into another player, giving it high. She's 6'4". She definitely can get the ball if you just give her a good ball.
Yeah, I mean, with that, and that allows a lot of opportunities for kickback. When you see that, you know, backside help coming on the outside, when you give her a good feed, you got a great opportunity for a 3 on the outside. I think the biggest factor that we're going to see here in this second half that Clark wants to work with is we're going to see a lot of the ball being kicked out of Olivia Kraft. A really great first half for her, and both these transfers so far here in this first half have been really the entirety of this offense for the Warriors. And it's really been interesting to see how these Warriors can look out missed opportunities for the Discoverers, be able to kick the ball out and give opportunities for 3-point shots. And that's really what they were really good at last year. They're able to give the ball to McGinnis, then cut it out to Brooklyn James in the corner or Ella Wettergren in the corner. I think it's really important for these Warriors to be more physical and be able to cut it out when they need to.
Yeah, a little bit going back to McGinnis-Taylor, it's kind of surprising she averaged less than an assist last year considering how much they used her. She averaged 0.9 assists, but she did average a double-double, 15.1 points, 10.9 rebounds last year.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive production is going to be really important for these Warriors going into this, and the really big thing for her was that she was so physical in the paint. That's what Shun Lao is going to have to learn to do a little bit more, especially up against defenders that are a little bit, are truly, smaller than her overall. This Warrior offense, I just think, really needs to get more physical going into the second half. It's going to be interesting to see for these Warriors what they can do up against the Discoverers. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to bring you guys back here into this second half. Warriors lead it 16-9. Just a minute away from tip-off, or excuse me, for the start of the second half. Discoverers will start it off. Braun will take it up court. Do start off this second half. 7-point deficit for the Discoverers, trying to bring back their offense. Caitlin Hanna able to get a little bit back opportunity, and that'll be back and over. And Madeline Siebler will take it up to Hanna for the Warriors.
I mean, that's probably the worst way you could have started that second half for the Discoverers, turning the ball over right away.
I mean, it's really been, the story of tonight. A lot of turnovers on both sides. We saw it 16 so far already here tonight in just the first half. The Warriors looking to get rid of their sloppy play. Madeline Siebler will try to drive it up. We'll give it over to Florida to Sean Lowe. Another turnover will bring it back over to the Discoverers.
The Discoverers have been doing a very good job blocking out Sean Lau from getting the ball as much as he has. She only has 6 points.
Braun's floater will be no good. Sean Lau, great pass up in the middle too to Prima. Almost had an opportunity as a breakaway. Hanna will give it over to Kraft. Out in the left corner, Siebler will kick it out to Kraft, looking for the three, and it's good. Olivia Kraft, what a night she has had. 6 points on 2 threes. Has been the leading scorer so far for the Warriors. Duransky will look for the layup, will cut it out. Braun will go it back to Thompson. Braun won't do the three, will kick it back out. Over to Thompson once again. Opportunity will be a foul. Push in the back.
Excellent positioning by Adams Tolles to get that.
Will be a 2-shot attempt.
Third free throw attempt for the Discoverers. This will be the 4th.
Thompson checks in for the Prima. Second free throw is up and no good. Ball will go out. Who is it off of? And it'll go to the Warriors. We've said so much tonight. I mean, turnovers have been a really big part of both these teams' opportunities. Caitlin Hanna will bring it back up to Cheney Thompson. To the corner for Kraft. Will work it out at the point. Hanna will look to drive in out to Kraft in the corner. She'll give it off to Sean Lau at the left arc. Thompson will drive in. Look for help on the outside. Kraft will look for a three opportunity. Won't try it. He'll try to get off to Siebler. And it'll stay for the Warriors.
Kraft looks a little hesitant on. She had another attempt that was almost exactly like that in the first half. She hesitated on that as well. Possibly could have had 12 points there.
Hanna, three no good. And we'll give it back to Discoverers. Fast breakout for Braun. We'll kick it out to Thompson. Easy layup opportunity, and it's good. Discoverers trying to work it back. And it's a 7-point ball game. And we'll give it off to Thompson. We talked about that so much here tonight. Kraft with an opportunity. We'll give it out to Sean Lau. Layup is up and good. That's exactly what you want to see right there, being able to kick it out to the outside for an opportunity, give it off to Sean Lau when the defense is on their heels, and be able to get a good, easy open layup. Layup opportunity will be no good. Warriors will bring it back out. Kraft will work back up to the top of the key. Cut it out to Hanna. Somehow that will be tipped out once again by Tolles. And Tolles been doing a pretty good job up in that paint up against Sean Lau.
Yeah, pushing her back with her lower center of gravity, being able to prevent her from getting that ball. Warriors not really letting Sean Lau get the ball easily though as well. That's the problem.
Sean Lau will kick it out of Kraft, looking for another three opportunity, and no good. Tipped up and out. Siebler will try to get to it. No foul going to be called. Janie Thompson will get a turnover. Will cut it out to Hannah. The Warriors get another opportunity. Hannah 4-3. Off the mark, no good. Ball still tipped up and around. And Shalau will get 2 shots.
Shunlau has as many points as rebounds. I take that back.
4:36 left to go here in this third quarter. Second shot is no good. But a rebound from Kraft will get it back out to Shunlau. Warriors will look to reset. Hannah. And Thompson. Kraft still working around the arc. But not been able to drive much here tonight. Tipped opportunity. Discovers will get the ball. Pass out to Thompson. Ball on the floor. Thompson will pick it back up. Will cut out to the outside. Shot is no good. Ball will go out, and it'll be for the Warriors. And a lot of back and forth game so far here. The Warriors up 10, but it's been back and forth on both sides. Quick third quarter we've seen here. 3:57 left to go. DePrimo will get it over to Hannah Thompson. Try to look for an opportunity in the paint, won't get it. Warriors been working that three-guard system out the outside and cutting out for a fourth. And Clark will call a timeout. Unhappy with the scheming of that one. That'll be a first timeout here in the second half.
I mean, really the story of this game has been the 2 transfers, specifically Sean Lau.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Lau has really been a really big, important offensive, piece of these Warriors. I mean, height is a huge thing, especially in women's basketball. When you see on both sides, able to get pressure in the paint, able to, work past down your defender, and I don't think she's been aggressive enough. I mean, with the ability, with the size that she has, this entire team can even be more aggressive if they need to. There's been a lot of hesitation on some opportunities for both sides. The Discoverers have a really good opportunity, been able to be a little bit more physical in some opportunities than the Warriors have tonight. I think that's why they've been able to keep themselves somewhat in this game. Again, it's a 10-point game, and we're in the third quarter. It's been a really low-scoring game on both sides. But, I mean, the Discoverers, if they keep getting that, offensive pressure like they have, there's still some opportunity for them to get even closer back in this game. The Warriors really need to get aggressive in the paint, give themselves really good open looks. Don't hesitate too much. They really need to push the ball forward. Hannah will give it off to DePrima. Warriors trying to start something out. Siebler will cross court to the top of the key. Look for the hook and ladder. Not going to do anything there. Hannah. Thompson. Still working it around the arc. Put it out to Shun Lau in the paint. Trying to work in. We'll cut it back out to Hannah. Thompson won't work it in. Thompson still trying to find something. Shun Lau will pass it over to Siebler, but that ball will go out. See, we've been seeing Adam Stoles all night. I mean, really been able to work in that paint. Has been able to do a good job up against both Shunla and Siebler. Fans wanted a moving screen there.
Fans are a little happy about that call.
Shunla will get 2 shots after the foul up in the middle. First shot is up and good. To make it a 12-point game. And it's good. Warriors will keep working that full court press all the way up front. Errant pass will be tipped. Cheney Thompson not able to get to that one, and that one will go out. Discovery just moved back up to the court a little bit more.
Warriors keeping that defensive pressure up has been a huge factor for this game.
Discovery trying to get fancy a little bit, working up in the paint. We'll look for a shot, and we'll force a foul. And that's really what the Discoverers need to do. I mean, we've seen that offensive pressure, being able to force mistakes, be able to force fouls, gives you great opportunities to get good shots up at the free throw line.
And especially giving it back down to Adams Tolles, being able to make her get in the post with Shunlau, make Shunlau give those fouls that you don't want a player to give. She's got 2 of them already, both from the exact same play on the left side low block by Adams Tolles, being able to just turn inside, go up, and just have her reach up and hit her hands.
Shunlau will get the rebound over to Hannah. She'll bring the ball up over to Adriana DePrima. She'll look to drive in. Warriors really been working out of the arc all night tonight. Looking for an arc play. Shunlau is up and no good. Tolles will try to get it back out, and another foul. 3rd for her tonight. Will not be good for her to get in foul trouble. And that's what Clark thinks takes her out for Ruby Sikora. All 3 fouls for the Warriors tonight have been on Shunla. Warriors will keep that full court press. 4 in the back for the Discoverers. Thompson looking for the 3, and it is good. From the left wing, it looked like it was off balance, but a great shot. Thompson will give it over to DePrima. She'll give it to Ruby Sikora, works in, cuts out to Kraft. Takes a step, hesitates. Thompson gonna work it in to the middle. Shot is up and no good. Sealer will get the rebound. DePrima. A reset once again for these Warriors. They'll cut it out to Kraft once again at the right wing. Sikora will get it up to Seaver, looking for the layup. Flip it up and no good. Rebound fought back around. Battenhorst will step out. And another turnover for these Discoverers. Cheney Thompson will bring the ball in. It'll go up to Siebler at the key. Thompson looking for a 3, and it's good. Great opportunity right off of the screen. Thompson, great shot up and good. And it's a 12-point ball game with just a minute left. Aaron pass once again. Siebler's going to bring it back up court. We'll cut it over to DePrima. Ball looks like it might have been tipped, and it is. Thompson will bring it in for the Warriors. Just under a minute left, or excuse me, just over a minute left here in this 3rd quarter.
That 3 by Cheney Thompson was a little bit like her brother, Chase Thompson.
2nd all-time leading scorer for the Warriors boys basketball team. Leading scorer, Jaden Booth, last season. Thompson will give it off to Ruby Sikora. Ball still out. Thompson will try to work in. We'll give it out to Adriana DePrima. Won't look for the 3. Kraft will give it out to Sikora. And an errant pass. .43 seconds left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Warriors still have their 3rd attempt. Ball was stepped out. The Discoverers will try to bring it up court. Thompson will cut it out to the outside. Another errant pass for a jump ball opportunity. Siebler, and it'll be jump ball. It'll be for the Warriors.
A 3-on-5 for most of that possession ends up in a Warriors jump ball.
I mean, it was a great opportunity for the Discoverers, and that's really been the story tonight. Not able to cash in on big opportunities.
But that's the thing. There hasn't really been many big opportunities for the Discoverers. There's just those tiny mistakes that end up giving the ball away. That's the problem for them. Warriors should hold for the last shot, and instead gives it up.
The Discoverers will try to push it up, looking for the layup, and it's no good. Second attempt, and the foul. Battenhorst look for the second opportunity. And the foul will be on senior Ruby Sikora. Sikora, the only senior here tonight, Tempero, the other starting senior from last season, out with an ankle injury. Hopefully she will be back in the remaining weeks. Battenhorst, second shot is up and no good. Rebound will stay with the Discoverers. She'll get a second opportunity, and it's good. And it makes it a 9-point game. 5 seconds left to go. One final shot remaining. Looking to Siebler out in the corner for the wing. At the wing, no good. And that'll end the third quarter. 27-18 in favor of the Warriors. We're a minute away from starting this fourth quarter. Been a really low-scoring game. Clark and Licari on both sides not happy with the effort both these teams have put in here tonight. It's been a low-scoring game on both sides, like we say, a really sloppy game. And the turnovers, not exactly what you want to start off in a game like this.
There's been 20 turnovers total.
Yeah, on both sides. Not a great start of the season that you like.
10 on each side.
It's really been even on both sides, and especially for a pretty solid program, the Warriors this season. To start it off like this isn't exactly what you want to have. I mean, it's still you're 9 points ahead here, really in the driver's seat for a win. They can't come out of this game thinking that they really want to go up against the top teams. I mean, looking at Pius, looking at Millard South, looking at Millard North coming up later this season. A lot of work going to be need to do in these next couple of weeks for these Warriors.
And the biggest thing they need to focus on right now is just holding out this win. 9 points, that's only 3 shots for them, for the Discoverers to even up.
Yeah, Thompson's had some opportunities out of the three-point line. So has Braun, and she's back in the ball game. Duransky will bring it on to Prima. Will cut out to the left wing. We'll bring it over to Capels. She'll drive in. Look for the layup opportunity and fouled by Madeline Siebler. Her second of the night. And Copples will get a 2-shot opportunity. First one is up and no good, and especially in crunch time like this, not what you want to see.
The most important shot, the easiest shot, most people would say, is the free throw.
And second shot is no good. Shella will get it back up. Warriors looking for a fast break. DePrima will come back in, cut out of the outside to Olivia Kraft. She'll drive in. Look to DePrima in the corner. She won't take it. She'll look for a little jumper, and it's up and no good. Rebound. Tolles will bring it out and it'll be a travel. That's exactly what you want to see from this full court press. That's what you want to see from these Warriors. Get aggressive offensively and defensively. And it forces another turnover from the Discoverers. Siebler will get the pass out. We'll cut it over to DePrima. We'll drive in once again, and we'll force a foul. And once again, forcing yourself opportunities. Warriors really beginning to work more aggressively in the paint, force opportunities for easier shots. Prima's first shot is good. Second one is no good. Discoverers will try to bring it back up. Duransky will bring it out to Braun. She'll bring it past half court. And it'll go out of bounds.
Warriors staying aggressive for this entire game. That's exactly what you want out of a team. They're gonna get tired, but that's the thing. You have good players on the bench for for this Warriors team, although they may be young, getting that time to be able to play in those games, that's going to be very important come down to the stretch of the end of the season.
Shot from Duransky is no good. Warriors will bring it back up. DePrima looking for another opportunity for the Warriors. Clark not happy with this rotation. Give it off to Siebler. Easy layup up and good. A great pass out the middle from DePrima. Siebler, her 4th point of the night for these Warriors. Will force another push. And it'll go out of bounds. Discoverers will get the ball. Braun will look to drive it forward. Duransky will get an opportunity. Stopping their feet. Get another opportunity up in the middle. We'll pass it back out. Braun. We'll look for Badenhorst. And there'll be a defensive foul.
A push out by DePrima. She and Caitlin Hanna have been thorns in the side of this Discover's offense.
You see Siebler there with her 3rd foul of the night. Both Siebler and Shunla in foul trouble somewhat here tonight.
In the bonus for the Discoverers for the first time tonight.
Duransky's shot is up and good. And it's an 11-point game.
First end of a 1-and-1 is the most important shot for that.
Yeah, it sets a lot of tempo on both sides. Second shot is up and no good. Rebound will go to the Discoverers. Great opportunity for them. Look to bring it back up court. Pass up across the middle. Siebler will get a handoff. Will pass back up to Adriana DePrima. She'll look for a fast break. Bring it across up the middle. We'll give it over to Kraft. Siebler will look for a 3 at the top of the key, and it's good. Madeline Siebler, 7 points on the night for her. And makes it a 14-point lead here in this 4th quarter. Discoverers just barely got it up in time. 3 opportunity from Capels, and it is good. Back and forth these teams that went. And Lakari wants a timeout. 5:37 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Of course, after this game, we're going to take a quick break in between these 2 matchups. Make sure to stick around for the Dunkin' Donuts trivia question of the game here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Better learn your overall history of recent years, not too far back. But again, $10 gift card, hashtag Dunkin' Trivia. First one, you put hashtag Dunkin' Trivia on Twitter with the correct answer. We'll be the first one to get it correct. We'll put that one up at the end of this ball game. The Warriors commanding lead, 11 points here. The turnovers have been on both sides. 24 total turnovers for the Warriors and Discoverers. And Clark, even though they're up 11 right now, has been livid on that sideline.
I mean, that's what you want in a coach. You want your players to be the best that they can possibly be. Clark knows that this team can be better, and he's pushing that team. He's pushing this team to be as best as they can in this game.
Yeah, especially as the program has been so far these last few years. I mean, 2 state championships in the last 5 years. This program has really grown under his leadership. DePrima will look to cut out to Rebel over in the left wing, and she stepped out. Another full court press opportunity. We tip back up. Discoverers will bring it back up. cut out to the middle. Be passed out. Jumper opportunity from Capels is good. And Discoverers cut it to a 7-point ball game. A lot more aggressive of a defense. Bree Bell cut out in the corner over to Siebler. Give it off to Shunla. Layup is up and no good. That's one you gotta make. Capels will bring it back up. We'll cut it out to the outside. Bring it back over across the middle to Duransky. Thompson will work on Bree Bell. Cut it out to the outside to Capels at the left wing. Tolles with a layup opportunity. Up and no good. Rebound goes to Duransky. And they'll look to reset. Thompson over to Tolles. Ball on the floor. See who has it. Cut out to the outside. Thrown back in. Looks like it'll be out of bounds to the Warriors. 4:22 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Discoverers look like they had some momentum push a little bit ago. These Warriors looking to sustain their lead and get to a 1-0 opportunity. Bree Bell out in the left corner looking for a 3-ball opportunity. It is good. Bree Bell steps in for her first minutes of the night and hits a 3. And another traveling opportunity, or traveling mistake, excuse me, from the Discoverers. Another turnover. We're getting into lower time. Might need a foul soon. We give a lot more pressure on the defensive side of the ball, and that's what they get. Ball's gonna be brought back up. Couple players stripped down. Look for a layup opportunity. We'll get the foul, but nowhere close on that shot. Two-shot opportunity. First shot is up and good.
Gadecki really showing off the bench. 4 points now, one more shot to go. She has 4 steals and only 1 turnover.
Has really taken over that point guard position since Braun's been out. Not sure what the switch might have been for Lakari, but she's been doing a great job at the point guard position. Defensive output on the outside. Tolles will press it out. Siebler will give it off to Hannah.
Warriors hesitating a little bit on these offensive possessions. Excuse me.
Siebler with the layup opportunity is good.
Bree Bell also showing a little bit that she should be in the starting lineup.
She's been working off that bench here tonight. Came in here in the fourth quarter. Has had both a three-pointer and an assist like we saw right there. Shunla will bring it up to Siebler, over to Hannah. Discoverers working the double team. Will go out to Kraft. Give it up to Shunla. Cut out to Hannah. Looking for the 3. And it's off the arc. No good. Rebound will go to Kraft. She'll cut it out to Bree Bell. And great job of keeping it in. And Clark will call his second timeout of the night. 3:02 left to go here in this fourth quarter. It's a 12-point game. How this game is going so far, Warriors in a great position to take this one and improve to 1-0 on this season. They go to Millard North tomorrow. Really good team. Another top 10 team competing tomorrow. That game's going to be at 3 o'clock at Millard North. Aaron Harding is the place to go on YouTube to watch that one for both the boys and girls, to watch that one over at the Mustang. But here tonight, I mean, there's a lot of things need to be worked on for these Warriors on both sides of the ball. I think Clark's really got to look at being more aggressive in the paint, giving themselves really good opportunities. They've really been hesitant so far tonight. Bell will check it in. And the Warriors will look at drain clock. Cross-court pass. The Prima didn't know if she was going to see it. Hannah will look for the screen. Will cut back to the middle. Jump ball opportunity. it'll stay Warrior ball. Thompson will check in. Gonna give it over to Hannah. Almost had an opportunity up in the middle. Siebler will drive in, looking for the layup. Jump shot is good. And Siebler has had a hot second half. Ball we push up Thompson. Not a great pass. Over the head of Thompson into the corner. And another turnover from the Discoverers. .220 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Warriors looking to pull it out here. A lot of press on both sides, trying to get the ball out. We'll lose it. Discoverers will bring it back up, looking for an opportunity. And she'll get fouled. And she'll get another opportunity. First shot is up and good. Braun will step in for Capels. Wellman's second shot is no good. Siebler will get up to Kraft. Try to look some sort of fast break. Will stop. Thompson to the corner to Prima, looking for a three. Off the mark, no good. Braun will pick it back up. Wellman will give it out to Thompson, looking for the easy layup opportunity, and it'll be up and good. Full court press time now for the Discoverers. The Prima will bring it up, looking for a layup. Foul. Won't get the and one opportunity. And it'll be two shots.
Great way to push the pace back at the Discoverers by Westside.
That momentum on both sides, really being able to get their defense on their heels is important, especially in these fourth quarter. The Prima's first shot is up and good. Shunlau and Tolles will step back in. Prima's second shot is good. The 13-point ball game, 1:38 left to go. Discoverers really going to need something. They want to get back in this ball game, and it's not going to be that. DePrima brings the ball back up. Ball pass out to Emily Wellman, and they're going to give it to the Discoverers. Great defensive effort from Wellman. Able to force the ball back after an inopportune turnover. And she'll bring the ball up to court. Thompson won't be able to get to it. Siebler looking for a layup. It's up and no good. The Prima's jumper is off and no good. Siebler will pass it back out. Shunla puts up a layup, gonna get fouled, and we'll get another two shots. Fifth foul of the night in the half for the Discoverers. Shunla will get two shots. With just under a minute left to go, these are really icing on the cake for the Warriors. Gonna go 1-0 on the season. Clark is not gonna be happy with this win the way they pulled it out. But at the end of the day, it's a great win to start off this 2020 season. Shunla's second shot is up and good. And it's a 15-point lead with just a minute left to go. Stella Mingy steps in, junior for the Warriors. Wellman looks for the shot, blocked. And Warriors will bring it back up for looking for a fast break. Siebler will slow it down. Thompson trying to work in the paint, going to work out to Mingy. Siebler will cut it back out to Thompson, looking for a three opportunity, no good off the back iron. And Discoverers will pick it back up. Wellman falls to the ground. Not a great throw. And Sealer will work it back up court. Just 16 seconds left. Looks like she'll try to work out the clock. Duransky try to force some kind of miscue. Viggy will work on Braun, cut it out to Thompson. And that'll be it. Warriors 44-29 start off their season with the win. Great way to start off this 2020 season for the Warriors. Big win to start it off. Boys game will start off here in about 20 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get you guys to the trivia question of the game. The Warriors get a good win to start off this season. 44-29 over the Discoverers. We'll be right back. are back here at Westside High School, just about 10 minutes away from tip-off here as the Warriors go up against the Columbus Discoverers. We're going to get it in here tonight. We're going to start it off with our Duncan trivia question of the game here tonight. Biggest thing we saw last year, Jaden Booth took over the all-time career points at Westside High School. Jaden also does own 2 overall career records. 2 more. Has a points record and has 2 more really big groups here. So what are those 2 other groupings or career statistics here at Westside? Again, hashtag Duncan Trivia on Twitter with the correct answer. First person to put that one up will get a $10 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. So now let's look at our opportunities at the game here tonight on both sides. The Warriors going up against the Columbus Discoverers. First game here for this season. It's been a weird back and forth, and if this season would happen, how it would happen on both sides. But the biggest thing we want to talk about here tonight is the loss of seniors last year, the loss of potential that these Warriors had last season. Jaden Booth, Carl Brown, PJ Nagambi, Cal Weideman, loads of guys that were really big impactors for this team. The 2 returning starters, Chandler Meeks and Reggie Thompson, are going to be the leaders for these Warriors here tonight and really all throughout this season. The 2 transfers, we're going to look at some new faces here for the Warriors. Couple transfers coming into Westside this season, as well as a lot of underclassmen coming back up. We're going to look at Tate Odevody, averaged 12.3 points a game last season out at Elkhorn South. Felt the opportunity would be better here at the power forward position. We talked about that all last season. There's really a 5-guard set. Finally got a power forward opportunity in Tate Odevody, and is known for his shooting ability. Then we're going to also see Bo Lucas, a state champion in basketball, decides to play a little bit of football this season and becomes the 3rd senior a part of this lineup. Then we're going to look at Caleb Benning, the top-rated freshman in the state of Nebraska by Omaha 402 Hoops. He's got a lot of potential on his back. He'll come in somewhat as the 6th man for the Warriors tonight. We're also going to see Mitchell come into this game. CJ Mitchell, another freshman who is looking to get some opportunities for these Warriors. Braden Gregorich, also another senior. We're going to see London Stubblefield will be another power forward position for these Warriors. So we're going to look at the starting 5 here tonight. Warriors are going to start off with Reggie Thomas at the point guard position. Chandler Meeks going to be the shooting guard for the Warriors. Payson Gillespie going to work another shooting guard position. Dominic Rizak and Bo Lucas not playing tonight. That means Charlie Davis is going to be the 4th and final shooting guard. Then we're going to see at the power forward position. Has a good shooting ability under him just as a sophomore. Tate Odevody is going to come into this ball game. And looking at the statistics on both sides, scored 71.9 points a game last season on average. It's a way different offense going into this game. 24 rebounds a game with a 50% shooting percentage is really what you want to see out of a top contender. That's why they got so far in that state tournament last year. Able to take down Creighton Prep in the first round of the state tournament after being Papillion La Vista in their district game here. Was unable to take down Chucky Hepburn, the Fiddlers, and the eventual state champion Bellevue West Thunderbirds just 2 nights later. So tonight, how are the Warriors going to stack up against some of these top teams? We see a lot of opportunities at the top of basketball in Nebraska Class A, but I mean the biggest team, the biggest name is Hunter Salas over at Millard North. The 7th rated prospect in the entire nation, really got his name out there after that IMG game last season. They're going to be going up against Millard North tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. That's going to be a really big test for these Warriors. I think a really big factor for this game is the first game Columbus saw was against Millard North last night. It was a rough one. Hunter Salas had a night, 21 points. Jaden Johnson with 29. But I think how the Warriors are going to portray here tonight is to see how close they can put it up against Millard North. Up against with that top 10, the reigning state champions, Bellevue West at number 2. Creighton Prep, who pushed up even more with A.J. Rollins and a couple other big guys, will move up to number 3. Papio South, a really fast guard moving opposition. They have some really big guys up front. Their guards are one of the biggest in the state. Omaha Central will be number 5. They're looking to regroup after losing some seniors last year, but have a really good base core in their in most of their shooting guards. Then of course Westside going to be the 6th spot. A lot of people going back and forth whether they should be the sixth spot, whether they should go down a little bit. But they're looking to solidify their opportunity here tonight. At number 7, Lincoln Southeast, a team that has jumped up after not being ranked last year whatsoever throughout this season, has added a lot of young core and has some really good push for this next season. Papillion La Vista at number 8, Lincoln Pius at number 9, and at number 10, Lincoln North Star. Again, they lost a couple of really big seniors last year, were not able to make the state tournament. They're looking to continue it this season. The big man to watch here tonight, Chandler Meeks, really was the leader of this team last year, and he's really one of the best defensive players in the state, arguably the best by many metrics. Was one of the only guys to truly shut down Hunter Salas last season, even though it was somewhat of a blowout for Millard North. One of Hunter Salas' lowest nights last year was going up against Chandler Meeks, and Meeks has really defined his defensive game this season. And he's one of the best defensive guys last season. He was able to dish it out to Jaden Booth last season to give it to some big scorers. But Meeks really going to have to take more of an offensive role this year to prove what this team can do. He's a big guy, 6'3", up at the shooting guard position, has the ability to dunk when he needs to, and has a lot of fast breaks. We talked about it earlier in the first pregame show to start out before the girls' game. This back and forth offense is going to be quick. After last season, the courts are done here. First night to see the courts. Forgot to mention that earlier. First night with the new court here at Westside. But with that 5 feet added to the overall length of the court, that means this court is technically 10 feet under NSAA regulation. So we saw it all last year, a lot of fast-moving games. Both sides really want to get the tempo up here tonight. The Warriors are used to it. The Columbus Discoverers going to need to work it back to what they want to see. We're going to look back once again at our Duncan Trivia question of the game. Then we're going to take a quick break. Once again, last season, senior Jaden Booth became Westside's all-time leading scorer in school history. What 2 other career school records does he currently contain? Again, hashtag Duncan Trivia on Twitter. First one with that, we'll get a $10 gift card, and we'll see if somebody wants to see it and get their $10 gift card when we come back on Warrior Television.
For tonight's contest featuring the Columbus Discoverers and your Westside Warriors. Westside High School and Mexican School in association with good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting participants and individuals in a positive manner. Profanity, ethnic, sexist, or other intimidating comments or actions directed at individuals, students, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. And grounds for removal from the facility. Thank you for your cooperation and good luck to both teams. Let's introduce the starting lineups. We will begin with Discoverers of Columbus. At forward, 6'3", number 2, Garrett Esch. At forward, 6'3", number 5, Ian Whitty. At forward, 6'3", number 11, Blake Thompson. At guard, 6'3", number 22, Sam Kwapniewski. And at guard, number 40, Ernest Husman. And the coach of Discoverers is Norm Fishback. And now, the starting line for your Westside Warrior. At guard, 6'1", number 3, Charlie Vickers. At guard, 6'1", number 5, Chandler Meeks. At guard, 6'1", number 11, Reggie Thomas. At forward, 6'1", number 15, Tim Utley. And at guard, number 20, Mason Gillespie. Head coach of the Warriors is Chip Simons.
Just seconds away from tip here at Westside High School. Tate Advati will look for the tip up against Ernest Hausman to start off the 2020 season for the Westside Warriors. Meeks will start it off. Gonna give it over to Thomas. Thomas gonna give it out to Advati. Thomas, or excuse me, 3 opportunity, no good. Hausman will bring it back up court. Kopnowski will give it back to Hausman. Working on Reggie Thomas. Will cut it out to the outside to Blake Thompson. Levy will work it to Esch. We'll try to cut it out. Turnover. Meeks able to keep it back in. He'll bring it back up court. Charlie Davis, long 3, up and no good. Ball will go out to the Discoverers.
Warriors already showing that they're going to shoot, that they are going to get every opportunity they can to shoot that 3 ball.
Tip from Thomas will go out of bounds. Ebb out to the left corner. Levy will cut it out to Ebb with the block. Reggie Thomas with the block. We'll try to bring it back up, and we'll get fouled. Foul will go on Blake Thompson. But what a great front block from the behind from Reggie Thomas. That'll force the first foul of the night. Meeks will start it off court. Charlie Davis to give it off to Advati. We'll try to bring it back in. Look for the layup. No and 1 opportunity. We'll get 2 shots.
An excellent drive by Adovi. Starting off his Westside career very good.
Advati, we talked about it at Elkhorn South as a freshman. Averaged 12.3 points a game. Had 0.9 assists and 2.3 rebounds. 48% field goal percentage. That's really what Simons is like coming into this season after his transferring. Second free throw attempt is good. And it'll make it a 2-point lead. Meeks. Thompson working on Levy. Gonna pass it back out to Kwapnowski. Layup opportunity blocked by Payson Gillespie. Ball will go out for the Discoverers. Something we haven't seen a lot from Gillespie. Usually been an outside shooter. Able to get physical up at the paint. We got out the right wing. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Still no good. And Thompson will get the ball back. Excuse me, Thomas. Paisley Gillespie with a jumper. No good. Rebound. Go out to the outside. Discoverers will be able to keep it back in. Esch will bring it up. Esch will keep the screen with a switch to Chandler Meeks. Wapnowski looks like Meeks got a hand on it, but still able to go up and in, and it's a tie ball game. Slow moving so far for the Warriors. He's trying to bring it back up. Going to cut out to Reggie Thomas with a three opportunity. It's good. Reggie Thomas shows off the range, and the Warriors have the lead.
Continuing where he left off with his great three-point shooting.
Advati wanted a charge call. Paisley Gillespie will bring it back up. Davis to the key to Gillespie. And that one's no good. Wapnowski gonna work it into Levy. Luby looking for a shot opportunity, no good. Warriors will bring it back up. Meeks looking for a screen. They try to bring it up, back out to Payson Gillespie for a three, and it's no good. Unlike Payson, he's been able to have good shots. Missed one there. Meeks will get a foul. We charged with the foul. Wapnowski will get two shots. First shot is up and good. Logan Wilson will check in for Charlie Davis. Logan worked a little bit last year as a sophomore. Another big man, 6'4". Second shot is no good, but the rebound. Luby able to keep it alive. Wapnowski trying to work on Logan Wilson. Trying to drive in, look for the flater, and it's blocked. Logan Wilson shows off the height. Caleb Benning will step in for Payson Gillespie. Benning was a big wide receiver in their football season in the freshman team's 9-0 run. Pass up in the middle, Esch. Great layup, and brings it to a 2-point, it brings it to a tie ball game. Benning. Advati will give it out to Thomas. Looking for another three opportunity. That one's off the mark. Esch will bring it back up the court. And we'll give it out to Wapnowski at the key. Luby. Bell trying to find something in the paint. Still isn't able to find anything on Advati. That's a 5-second call. And the Warriors will keep the ball. But Bell just checking into the game. And looked a little confused, not able to find anything out of the outside. Warriors defense been showing out so far in this first quarter. Meeks will push it back up the court. Advati will drive in. Thomas, give it off to Wilson out of the outside. Meeks will drive in with the floater, and it's no good. Benning will get the rebound. To Advati looking for a layup, and it's good. Great movement of the ball for the Warriors, and they take the 2-point lead. Bell will give it out to Luby. He'll look to drive in on Benning, look for another floater. It's up and no good. Rebound to Thomas. A nice play. Thomas will keep the ball moving up the outside. Over to Benning. He'll look for the jumper, and it's good. Caleb Benning, top-rated freshman in the state. Already had already has 4 points so far in this game. He's shown out since he checked in. Meeks trying to work on Wapnowski. And another 5-second call. Warrior defense forces back-to-back turnovers. CJ Mitchell and Charlie Davis will check in. Advati and Meeks will step out, but what a great defensive play right there from Meeks. It's what he's been showing all year. Mitchell. Thomas will look to give it off to Benning. Wilson. A lot of ball movement. Thomas is going to work it back in, look for a floater, and will get fouled. Kwapnowski is second of the night. He'll get checked out by Brody Mickey. Thomas. First shot is no good. Second one is good. Thomas, 63% free throw shooter last season. And it's a 5-point game for the Warriors. With just about 2 minutes left to go. Clock is not started here at the gym. Been able to work it here. Hausman will force the foul. We'll see what the malfunction now was at the scorer's table. As of right now, should be about 2:10 on the clock. Hausman's first shot is up and good. Second shot opportunity is up and no good. Thomas will bring it back for a quick opportunity to Charlie Davis for 3. No good. Discoverers will push it back out. Thompson will give it out to the outside to Mickey. Wilson working on Mickey. Backside help from Mitchell. And a travel. Warriors defense comes in clutch again. 3 straight turnovers from the Discoverers. And Luby will check in for Mickey. Warriors move it around at the top of the key. Mitchell with a layup and one. CJ Mitchell gets his name on the night and gets the and one. Chandler Meeks will step in for Reggie Thomas. A lot of height for CJ Mitchell so far this season. His overall freshman class this year has been something to look forward to. Mitchell's free throw is up and good. And stretches the lead to 7 here in this first quarter. We saw last season these Warriors were really a second and third quarter team. Lost a lot of games in the fourth quarter. First quarter was not always their best. And Simons and these Warriors really been working on truly starting and finishing games. Hausman is blocked, but we'll get the foul. Charlie Davis.
The Discoverers really trying to get it inside. Create a lot of foul trouble for Westside.
Already 3 fouls from the Warriors in this first quarter. Shot from Hausman is good. %, free throw shooter. Second one is up and no good. And he's 50% on the night. Meeks works it up. Pass it out to Charlie Davis for 3. And it's good. Charlie Davis came up on varsity late in the season last year, and he's been known for his three-point shooting. Defensive work for the Warriors. Logan Wilson will work on Bell. Floater, no good. Meeks will get the rebound. He'll bring it up the court Pass it over to Charlie Davis for the easy 2 points. And 44 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Hausman trying to work on Meeks. Pass out to Bell. 3 is on the mark, no good. Ball go off of Hausman. That'll be a Warrior ball. Wilson will check out. Oddbody and Payson will check in. Wilson and Meeks will check out. Oddbody will try to work in. Pass out to Mitchell. Over to Benning. Payson try to drive in with the jumper. No good off the front iron. Hausman, 16 seconds left. Looking for possibly the last shot. Will work on Payson Gillespie. Layup up and good. 10 seconds left to go. Gillespie will put off to Oddbody. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Look for a jumper. It is up and just rims in at the end of the first quarter. Oddbody makes it an 11-point lead for the Warriors. 22-9. They're going to take a quick break here for a minute, and so will we. We'll be right back for second quarter action here on Warrior Television. We head into the second quarter, still looking for our Duncan Trivia winner. For those who have just stepped in, last season, senior Jaden Booth became Westside's all-time leading scorer in school history. What 2 other career school records does he hold? Again, hashtag Duncan Trivia on Twitter. First person to put the correct answer will get a $10 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts as we start off this second quarter. Kwapnowski will give it out to Luby. Luby will drive in onto Oddbody. Meeks got a hand on it. It goes down hard. Thomas, layup up and good. But Meeks' hand had a problem with it last year. But Thomas, 6 points on the night. Overall, this Warriors offense has been working these discoveries. Hausman will work on Thomas. Try to get up a little bit of a layup. It's up and no good. Rebound. Thomas will get it. 3-on-1 out to Charlie Davis, and that ball goes out. Errant pass from Thomas. Kwapnowski will bring it up for the Discoverers. A lot of turnovers from this Warrior defense. And talking to Simons earlier this season, that's really what they want their game plan to be. They want to be a defensive sound team above all. They have the shooters to do it. It really comes down to size. And one opportunity not going to fall. Meeks thought he had it straight up and down, but Esch will get 2 shots. But again, talking to Coach Simons earlier this season, or in the preseason, I guess, the biggest factor for them last year was their lack of size. Only one guy this season at 6'4" or higher. Same way last season. Last season, mainly a 5-guard set, looking more of a 4 with Tate Oddbody and Logan Wilson really working somewhat of a shooting forward opportunity, or positions, excuse me. But Thomas working in, going to pass out to C.J. Mitchell. He'll look for a 3 in the corner, and that one's no good. That will go out. Excuse me, from the left wing. Kwapnowski will bring it up. They'll work on Charlie Davis. And there'll be a foul. Hausman will bring it up at the top of the key. We'll work on Reggie Thomas. Kwapnowski will work on Charlie Davis. Going to dish it off to Hausman with the layup up and no good. Rebound, bouncing up and down. Charlie Davis will get to it. Reggie Thomas can try to have to work out of it. And the Warriors will bring it past half court. Thomas gives up the ball to Hausman. He's looking for a fast break. 1-on-2, and it's up and good. Timeout on the court. Braden Gregorich will step in for Charlie Davis. Gregorich, one of only 2 seniors on this Warriors staff this season. And Reggie Thomas will bring it up court. A really young core for these Warriors. Of course, the senior class this season is not what it was last year. The juniors have really been doing what they need to do. Payson Gillespie out to Mitchell. Gregorich. Give it off to Thomas. Just under 5:30 left to go here in this first half. Thomas is 3, no good. Odavati will get the rebound. Jumper is blocked. Great play from Garrett Esch. Give the Discoverers the ball back. Thompson will give it off to Luby. Esch will drive in and break the ankles of C.J. Mitchell. Trying to work something going to Kwapnowski. Will drive in on Mitchell. Will take the charge. And after a humbling moment earlier, works the charge and gets the ball back for the Warriors. The third foul of the night from Sam Kwapnowski, especially already in this second quarter, comparatively earlier in this second quarter. Don't want to see a guy like that get into so much foul trouble.
I mean, yeah, he's really key, as we can see, to this Discoverers offense. Him and number 40, Hausman, those are the 2 main guys that are taking up the ball, getting those points, getting into the paint, getting the ball, drawing those fouls.
Now, we've seen so far this season, we saw that a little bit of the girls' game. You want to have somebody who's really your main guy being physical, and somebody who's able to, work at the key a little bit, be able to get out to the wing, and be able to live a faster guy. These Warriors this season have really been working a lot more team ball. They don't want to dish it off to one person like Reggie Thomas or Chandler Meeks. They really want to be able to pass it around and force a lot of movement at the arc. Mitchell will drive in over to Caleb Benning. Logan Wilson. And these guards working a lot. Gregorich with the 3, no good. Wilson able to get the rebound. Mitchell will keep it himself at the top of the key. He'll drive in. Out to Thomas. Will fall down. After looking for the 3, Hausman will get on top of it. Ball is on the ground. The Discoverers will bring it back up. Garrett Esch. A lot of physical ball here in this first half. Low scoring affair. Hausman looking for the 3, and it's no good. Rings in and out. Mitchell will bring it up court. Almost loses the ball with the 3, no good. Almost had a second opportunity, second guessed himself. A lot of hesitation from this offense. We saw that with the girls' game, now here with the boys. Thomas with the 3, and it's good. Reggie Thomas puts it in at 9 points on the night for him.
I mean, as it stands, it looks like Reggie Thomas is turning into this season's Jaden Booth. That three-point scorer who is able to defend very well.
Benning going to be charged with the foul. Thompson tried to get up the layup, bumped in and out. That one will be on the floor. No shot opportunity. Yeah, I mean, Thomas really wasn't the main three-point guy. He was really that main kind of a shooting guard on the outside, too. Jaden Booth was able to get some of those dirty plays when needed. 8-second call. Excuse me, 5-second call going to be given to the Warriors. That's the fourth one of the night.
Warriors putting the pressure on this Discoverers offense.
They're really on both sides, being able to keep their guys on their heels. It's a fast offense, it's a quick offense. These guys are known for their conditioning. Reggie Thomas, layup up and no good. And Thompson will try to bring it back up. Bell, try to drive in on Logan Wilson. Floater up and no good. Rebound. Gonna pass out Luby. Connor Martinez gonna give it off to Esch. Working on Braden Gregorich. Luby working on Caleb Benning. And that'll be a foul on Caleb. Warriors will push the Discoverers into the bonus, 1-1. First foul, first shot is up and good.
Both teams now with one player with 3 fouls in Kwapnowski for the Discoverers and Benning for the Warriors.
Second shot is no good. Payson, Gillespie in the corner for 3. Discoverers will work it back. Thompson will give it out to Martinez. Martinez will drive in, loses the ball. Greer tries to get to it. The ball will go out. Will stay to the Discoverers. Advati will check in for Gregorich. Martinez, a sophomore, will check it in. Almost another 5-second call. The Discoverers will try to work it back out. Luby will drive in on, almost lost the ball to Thomas. And Hausman will reset. Drives in on Advati, out to Martinez. He'll drive in with the floater, and it's blocked. Payson Gillespie from the behind. Hausman will lose the ball.
Warriors defense really seeming to be a lot more aggressive than they were last year. Not discounting that Warriors defense last year, as they were quite good. But it just seems like the Warriors defense wants to show that they are one of the better defenses in Class A.
That's what Stu Popsill over the Omaha World Herald, as well as Mike Sauter, really look forward in this team, looking at their rankings this season. Of course, 6th. It's really because of their defensive efforts. Advati loses the ball, and we're under 2 minutes left to go here in this first half. Bell trying to get the ball out. Advati will take it away. Mitchell will drive it back up. Looking for an odd man rush. And there'll be a foul. Warriors 1 away from the bonus here in this first half. 1:41 left to go here in the half. Mitchell's first shot is up and no good. Of course, a lot of these guys known for their club basketball in the summer. Team Factory, OSA, Crusaders, a lot of the teams these guys have been playing for these last couple seasons have really been getting to know each other. Discoverers will bring it back up. It'll be Martinez. Excuse me, Kwapnowski. To almost lose the ball. Try to get it back up to Ash. Ash will give it off to Thompson. Hausman, no good. Payson Gillespie will try to bring it back up court. Mitchell, give it off to Advati in the corner for 3, and it's way out the mark. .108 left to go here in this second quarter. Ball almost lost on the floor again. Thompson looking for the layup. And he'll get the shots.
Warriors really showing that they're not afraid to put their bodies in the way. That was potentially a little bit of a throw-up call. Could have gone either way, but it makes it all worth it. If he only makes one.
Yeah, I know. Up the middle, the Warriors really wanted a charge call. Had his feet set, but unable to get adjusted. Second shot is up and good. Still a 14-point lead for the Warriors. It's a low-scoring game. Martinez will check back in as Thompson will go out. Thomas will give it off to Mitchell. Has the ability to take the last shot if needed. They're going to cut out to Logan Wilson for 3. And Logan Wilson, 6-5 and all, hits his first 3 of the night. Martinez trying to work on Gillespie. He'll pass about to Lube. Another floater from Martinez, and we'll get the foul. One away from the double bonus. First shot is up and good. These teams have gone back and forth here in this first half. Warriors been able to keep a commanding lead. Second shot is up and good.
Those are 3 points at the line. Those 2 points are what you need, especially to get back into this game.
Free throw shooting was a challenge for the Discoverers last year. Thomas, little shimmy shaking, good. 5 seconds left in the first half. Esch trying to get a shot out from the right wing, and it's no good. And that'll be the end of the first half here at Westside High School. Reggie Thomas leads it tonight for the Warriors with 11 points. Tate Odvodi with 6. Charlie Davis with 5. And the Warriors 34-17 at the end of the first half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our halftime show, Warriors Discoverers, when we come back. And we are back just under a minute away from starting off this third quarter. Warriors lead at 34-17. Big first half defensively. Both Bo Schwenke and Jim Simons happy with this team effort so far. And I'm not saying too much, but this defensive effort here against Columbus, maybe looking too far into tomorrow up against Millard North. That's really going to be a top 10 game up at Millard North, which on most nights is filled with 4,000 people. Somehow they're going to push it back down to 80. But that game will be a big one. First, what we got to do is here tonight, 34-17 in favor of the Warriors. Meeks, Thomas, Advati, Davis, and Gillespie in for the Warriors to start it off. Davis will try to keep it out of the top of the key. Meeks. Gillespie will move it around to Advati. Payson, 3, good! Payson Gillespie adds 3. Wapnowski out to Luby. Trying to find something out to Hausman. Hausman trying to work on Meeks. Nothing going there. Will get called for the foul. Meeks not happy with that one.
Meeks with 3 now.
He's usually been the guy to give himself up for a lot of fouls. He's really aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. Hausman, 70% free throw shooter last season, puts the first one up and good. Second one is up and good. Warriors. Body. Thomas, 4-3, good!
I mean, you just got to make that. You just got to make that.
In the corner, what a play from Reggie Thomas. That'll be another foul. Thompson trying to work on Thomas. Cut back out to Hausman for the layup, up and good. Davis will move it over to Advati. A lot of guard movement we've seen here tonight. Advati will try to work in. Hasn't had as big of a night as we would see a lot last year. Davis. Kick it back over to Meeks. 4-3 off the mark, no good. Esch will pick it back up. Work back down the court to Luby. Free and blocked from behind. Charlie Davis with the block. Discoverers will keep it. Esch trying to move it over to Hausman, and they'll reset. Looked like it'd be an off-ball foul. Gillespie is second of the night. A little bit of a push-up on the outside. Hausman, work on Thomas, trying to look over the left, and blocked! Chandler Meeks, have a day! Back in the other end, Gillespie won't be able to get anything down. Discoverers will try to pick it back up. 19-point deficit for the Discoverers. Esch will try to drive it back in and will lose the ball.
Excellent job cutting off the baseline there. Having that help defender come in, definitely was a mistake on the Discoverers coming into the left 3 corner.
Defensively, that's a really big point when you have a lot of smaller guys. You need that backside help when you don't really have the size advantage. Of course, in this one, it really hasn't been too big of a disadvantage for the Warriors. They've really been even, and a block. Garrett Esch says, I can see you and do better to Meeks.
I don't think it was better than Meeks. I mean, that's biased, but I don't think it was better.
Time will tell. Thomas will get his first shots. First one is up and good. I guess that one not being a foul. That one, Meeks not being a foul. I'll give you that one there. Thomas's second shot is up and good. And the Discoverers will bring it back up the court. Kwapnowski out of the outside to Ash. Try to work it to Hausman up in the paint. He'll work it out to Kwapnowski for 3, and no good. Benning will pick it back up, try to bring it back up the court. 2-on-1. Reggie Thomas up and easy in. 44-21, 18 points on the night. Benning able to get the steal, work it back up, loses the ball. We'll see who it's out on, and they'll give it a push. Ash's second foul of the night. A little bit of push from behind. And Bell will check in for Hausman. Oddbody will work in. Benning out to Davis. Davis had a really big first half. See what he can do tonight. Thomas out to Davis, looking for another 3, and no good. Thompson will try to bring it up, work on Charlie Davis. He'll try to put up a layup, up and no good. The ball will go back the other way. Oddbody out to Davis. Meeks will drive in, layup up and good. Looking easy from that right end and puts it in. Meeks almost gets the steal, but Bell will work it, and it'll be an over and under on Bell. Hausman will check back in. Meeks over to Logan Wilson. Oddbody with a little step back. Jumper is off the mark. Rebound. Thomas will get to it, and he'll reset. Easy 3 opportunity. Is it good? Cash money. Reggie Thomas, 21 points on the night. Be a reach-in foul on Logan Wilson. And Columbus will take their first timeout of the night. Jordan Hitchcock down 28, wants to review it. They'll take a minute here, and so will we. We'll be right back here on Warrior Television. .344 left to go here in this third quarter. Discoverers down 28. Been a very defensive-minded game for the Warriors. And Kwapnowski and the Discoverers look to work back down this deficit. Pass across the lane. Will cause a foul. Oddbody's first of the night. Even as a power forward, he's really been working the guard position a little bit tonight. Been working both the 3 and 4. Thompson will drive in, look to kick it back out. And there'll be a foul on Braden Gregorich. Already 6 fouls here in the third quarter. And it's been one of the weak spots for the Warriors tonight. Hausman will try to work on Logan Wilson, try to drive in. We get the foul. It'll be on Tate Advadi, his second of the night, and second in just 2 defensive attempts.
I mean, Hausman's just been a really great physical presence for the Discoverers, pushing the Warriors' defense inwards, making them commit the fouls on him.
Hausman, 6'3", sets up more like 6'3.5", 6'4". But he's really been the physical presence for these Discoverers tonight. His second shot is up and good. Hausman does also play football for the Discoverers. Kick out to Benning, and off the mark, no good. Logan Wilson will get the rebound. Meeks makes a little shimmy shake, cutting back. Will lose the ball. Try to get back to it. Hausman try to get on it. And there'll be a foul. Meeks not happy with himself on that one. It'll be a jump. Not going to keep a jump ball. It'll be 2 shots. And Hausman, who's been almost guaranteed from the charity strike this season, gets another 2. First shot's up and in. Still a 25-point deficit. It's going to be hard for them to come back in this one. Warriors defense tonight has been the tail of the tape. Mitchell will bring it past half court. Benning will try to work it back to Mitchell. Wilson will go over to Gillespie. Mitchell will work on Kwabnowski. Back to Benning. Look at the 3, will cut it back out to Braden Gregorich, over to Logan Wilson. Mitchell work it back around. Out of the corner, Gregorich for 3, and no good off the mark. Rebound, Mitchell will keep it for another 3 opportunity, and no good. Almost gets the other rebound, that one's gonna go out, and it'll stay for the Warriors. Garrett Esch not happy with that one. Well, they'll call it off of him. Gregorich, give back to Mitchell. Mitchell will drive in, cut out to Gregorich. Passing attempt will be missed. Benning will give out to Kwabnowski. Try to look for the layup. It's up and no good. And there'll be a foul on Kwabnowski. They're going to put that on Ian Luby instead. Benning will drive in and will get fouled. Thompson. That's his 4th of the night. Surprised they don't check him back out. Gregorich. They give it off to Mitchell. Mitchell driving in over to Benning, looking for 3, and it's no good. Gillespie tried to bring it back out to Gregorich, wasn't able to do it, and it'll be a turnover. But a slow second part of the third quarter. Kwabnowski will bring it back past half court. Luby will drive in on Gregorich, looking for the floater. It's up and no good. Gillespie will bring it back up for the Warriors. We'll pass it back to Gregorich. He'll drive in. Cut out to Basin Gillespie for 3. No good. Hausman will bring it back up. Really big physical presence. Kwamnowski will drive in, but it'll be a travel.
I mean, we've said it all night. The Warriors are doing just a fantastic job at forcing those turnovers, forcing those missed plays that the Discoverers just aren't able to recover from.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers on the Discoverer side tonight. Warriors been doing a really good job at keeping their ball security. Thomas, easy. Oh, layup up and no good. Hausman will try to, he'll dish it. Try to drive in. And will get the charge. Caleb Benning sets up, keeps his feet, and Hausman gets his first foul of the night. Thomas, three-point attempt once again off the back iron, no good. Hausman will try to bring it back up. Kwapnowski keep himself set. No whistle, but there'll be a call. We'll call that foul on Logan Wilson. Must have been an off-ball call on the left side. Looks like it might have been the left wing. But Ian Luby will go 1 for 1. First shot is up and good. Second shot is good. And Hogan Creech will check in for the Discoverers. Just under 45 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Warriors with a commanding lead. Gillespie will work on Creech. Pass out to CJ Mitchell. Gillespie, 4-3 is up and rims out. And Ash will bring it back up the court. Gonna call that one a travel. Benning forced it. The Warriors will get the ball with big opportunity to get the last shot here in the third quarter. Advati will work out the pace in Gillespie. He'll drive in and dish it over to Thomas. Thomas will kick back out to Advati. Benning, 4-3, and on the back iron, no good. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So put a foul on Thomas. Excuse me, we call it Advati. Actually, I'm not sure what the call was at the end of that one, but there'll be 2 shots. First shot is up and good. And the second one is good to end off the third quarter. Odd call to end off the third quarter. The Warriors lead it by 20. We're 8 minutes away from ending this one here at Westside High School. Warriors trying to improve to 1-0 on the season in their season opener. back to start off the fourth quarter here at Westside High School. The Warriors lead by 20. A lot of foul trouble here in this second half. Warriors will switch sides. The Discoverers will start off with the ball. Hausman will start it off up against Thomas, who had a really big night, really been the main force for these Discoverers. Layup is up and no good. Thomas will try to bring it back up court. Over to Payson Gillespie. Layup is blocked, but there will be a foul. Both Esch and Thompson up on that one. We'll see who the call is on. And Thompson's fourth of the night. We had 5 on him up here. They're going to call that in the fourth on the floor. Gillespie, first shot is up and good. Gillespie's second shot is up and good. Hausman will work on Thomas again. Kwapnowski will drive in on Davis. Little floater off the mark. And there'll be another foul. Davis is third on the night. The entire Warriors starting lineup right now at least has 1 foul. First shot from Kwapnowski is up and good. And Kwapnowski once again. That one will drop. No good. Thomas out to Payson Gillespie. 4-3 once again. No good. And Ash will bring it back out the court. Thompson out to Luby. Will drive in. Layup up and good. And Columbus will start to press. Thomas kicked out to Davis. 4-3, no good. Gillespie trying to get the rebound. It'll go back to Discoverers. Garrett Esch will bring it back up the court. Esch will drive in. A little layup, up and good. And Simons wants none of that, and we'll call a timeout. 17-point lead for the Warriors. Still 7 minutes left to go. Discoverers trying to get some momentum on their side. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Warriors trying to hold on and get their first victory of the season here on opening night. Mitchell will give it off to Thomas. Looking to get something going on offense. Thomas will force a foul from Hausman. Not had many of those tonight. There's 6:40 left to go here in this fourth quarter. That one will actually go on Esch. Thought it was Hausman up the middle. The Warriors will go into the bonus. Thomas's first one is good. .63% free throw shooter last season, and he puts 2 straight up and in. Thompson will move in on Davis. Check back out for a three, and it's good. Great shot from Thompson. And brings the deficit to 16. Thomas. Try to set something up, will work and shimmy shake on Hausman. Ball will stay in. Hausman will check it out to Thompson. Hausman will drive in, little layup is up and good. Gillespie in the right corner. Gonna go to Mitchell. He'll kick it out to Gillespie for three. Money and in. Payson Gillespie and Reggie Thomas have been dominant from beyond the arc tonight. Thomas over 23 points tonight. Has really become the offensive powerhouse for these Warriors. Layup is up and good from Luby. Surprisingly, with so little fans here tonight, Columbus looks to be supporting more on their side of the ball. Mitchell will drive in out to Davis for three, up and no good. Rebound, jump ball. And it'll go to the Warriors. Logan Wilson will check in for Davis. And it'll be Columbus's first timeout of the fourth quarter. And we'll be right back on Warrior Television. Warriors will check back in. Meeks still out with 4 fouls. He's had a rough night. 4 fouls. Does have 3 assists and a rebound, but only a 2-point night for Meeks. Thomas, 23 here tonight. He's been the leading scorer. Gillespie with his another three-point opportunity. It's no good. And Luby will bring the ball back up the court. Kopnowski will drive in, kick it back out to Thompson. He'll drive in, looking for a layup, up and good. "13-point lead for the Warriors. Last season they were known for having some trouble in the fourth quarter. Had a big loss up against Omaha Central and Millard South, and Thomas's three is no good. Columbus will bring the ball up court. Esch will get the charge. Looks like it was Logan Wilson. Hit the floor hard, but he forces the charge after getting slapped in the face. Chandler Meeks will finally step in here in the fourth quarter. Does have 4 fouls tonight. Both teams risking some guys in some foul trouble. Meeks will work on Hausman. He'll kick it out to Benning. Wilson will try to work on Luby. Well, almost lost, but there'll be a foul. Thompson will foul out of this one, his 5th of the night. And Discoverers will have to play the rest of this ball game One man down. Bell will step in for him. Played some tonight. Tate Advadi. First shot is good. And he makes the second shot. Esch will bring the ball up court. Working on Benning. Will cut back to his left. Stopped his feet, not able to move. Hausman will work on Meeks. Has to be careful here. Nothing going. Gonna work out to Bell in the corner. Over to Hausman, looks for the layup. Up and no good. Logan Wilson tries to get something there. No one's gonna drop. Hitchcock seems he's gonna need a timeout. Third one of the night. 3:34 left to go here in this fourth quarter. And it's a 13-point game. Warriors still have somewhat of a command, but Simons cannot be happy with this fourth quarter output so far.
Honestly, it was a 20-point lead. 20-point lead, I believe, at the start of the fourth quarter, shrinking down to a 13. That might not seem like a lot, but the momentum at the moment is very heavily on side of Columbus. The Warriors have not scored much. Hausman is continuously getting in the paint, getting those rebounds over a 6'6" guy who, Hausman is 6'2", I believe, 6'3". That's about a 4 to 3 inch difference. Getting those rebounds, being that physical against a guy that tall, and being able to put that shot up, he now has 20 points. He is the key. If Columbus wants to come back and have a chance at winning this game, they need to keep giving him the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's been working in the paint, and that forces the ball to Chandler Meeks, who is the guy who has 4 timeouts. We really want to understand on seeing that side. Meeks is going to be have to be really, really careful, especially with some refs who have been a little trigger happy tonight on the fouls. The full court press is in effect. Meeks will get it out to Logan Wilson. Back over to Meeks. We'll need to get it up quickly. Wilson will try to go over to Payson Gillespie. Meeks trying to work on Odvodi out of the outside. Logan Wilson will drive in. Layup is up and no good. There's going to be a jump ball call. Columbus sideline, or Columbus bench not happy with that one, but it'll be Warrior ball. They're going to cut it back out to the other side. Discoverers will call it. Miscommunication from the refs here tonight. Hausman will work it on Thomas. Let's see a lot of the switches, Luby. That'll be a foul on Meeks. He's unhappy with that one. And as unbiased I can be, that is hands straight up in the air, as straight as a toothpick. They call a foul on that one. That's a rough call. Meeks, that'll be his 5th of the night, and he'll foul out. A huge factor for this Warrior offense. Will be done. Luby will get 2 shots. Trying to cut down the deficit once again. Second shot is up and no good. Warriors will bring it back out. Discoverers as a team last season, 69% overall free throw shooting. They've been doing a pretty good job here tonight. Advadi out to Benning. Closing in on the 2.5 minute mark here in this fourth quarter. Bunched up on that left side. Thomas will look to drive in, look to dish it back out to Wilson. He'll drive in with a floater, is up and good. And that's back to a 14-point ball game. Grobnowski with the floater up and no good. Long pass out to Advadi. He's going to try to drive it in for the layup. Is up and good. But a risky pass from Reggie Thomas ends up paying off. Under 2 minutes here in this fourth quarter. Discover's going to need something to get back in this one. Advati will get the ball back. A 2-on-1 opportunity. One guy behind him. Layup is up and no good. Looks like it might have been blocked a little bit from behind. But Bell will bring it back up for the Discoverers. Kick back to the outside. And it'll go out off of Esch. Not happy with that one. Warriors will get the ball back once again. And turnovers have been killing this Discoverer offense so far tonight. It's really been the defensive forcing a lot of mistakes. Advati will drive in, look for the jumper. It's up and no good. And Advati, although known for his offensive abilities, really struggled tonight with his field goal shooting. Wilson will go from behind, try to get the block, but they'll get a foul.
Warriors really trying to get those blocks. A lot of their fouls have been going up on shots. Being aggressive is good in situations where you don't have many fouls or it's the start of a game, establishing a sort of flow on the terms of defense. But when you're this late into a game, you're losing your momentum is on your opponent's side. Giving those dumb fouls, that can't be acceptable for a team that's trying to be as good as Westside wants to be.
Especially working this season. Again, it's a very young core with this group. But working guys up in the air is going to always lead to some fouls. Hausman's going to work it back up for the Discoverers. And we'll get another foul on Caleb Benning. Benning also in foul trouble tonight. Should be an 11th foul for the Warriors. Haven't been able to check that one back from the scorer's table. First shot from Hausman. Uncharacteristic, especially in crunch time like this, is going to be no good. Warriors will keep the ball back. 1:06 left. Probably time to start fouling for the Discoverers. Benning got to get it up court quickly. Thomas can try to move it past there. Thomas with the layup up and no good. Not happy with himself on that one. Under a minute left to go here in this fourth quarter. Esch will force a charge of Caleb Benning. Benning would have been his 5th foul, but Esch will be the one to foul out of this one, and Bell will come back into the ball game. 3 total players fouling out in this one. And it's been a story of some back and forth fouls in this one. Benning try to get it back over to the half-court line. Logan Wilson. Under 40 seconds left to go here in this game. Wilson will cut it out to Benning. They'll try to chew as much clock as they can. It's a 14-point ball game, and they'll foul. With 31 seconds left, looks like the Warriors will be able to take this one. Tomorrow they will go to Millard North and will play the top-ranked team in the state in Millard North. First shot from Charlie Davis is up and good. The season outlook for the Warriors. We come back next week. Omaha North and Westside will be that Friday matchup. And the second shot is up and good from Davis. Hausman will try to work it forward. 26 seconds left. And one for Luby. Before the rest of this season, we're looking at here Columbus game tonight. Another game added earlier this week. Millard North tomorrow. Warriors will then play Omaha North here next Friday, and we'll head out to Norfolk on Saturday. The and one attempt is up and good. The ball leads to Reggie Thomas. A little bit of a break back and forth. And they'll try to run out the clock, and that'll be it. That'll be a forward and back. I think Reggie Thomas didn't quite know how much time was left on the clock. Threw that one away.
This ain't football.
The Discoverers will bring the ball back in. We'll bring Creech in to end off this one. Kwapnowski's 3 attempt is no good. Ball still tipped up back in the air on the ground. 2 seconds left. And they're going to call a jump ball with 0.1 seconds left on the clock. And a check-in will end it. For the Warriors. Final here at Westside High School. 64-21 in favor of the Warriors. They head to 1-0 on the season with a big win, and they'll go to Millard North tomorrow. We're going to take a quick break and get to our post-game show here on Warrior Television. All right, we are back here on the WTV Live post-game show. I'm here with our player of the game tonight, Reggie Thomas. 24 points here tonight. You know, it was a really back and forth game with a lot of fouls. How are you guys able to pull this one out to get your first win in the season?
Just staying under control and playing like a team. We just need to work on our offense and our fouling. We need to stop fouling and work on that and practice a lot.
All right, so, you know, a really big thing going into this season for you guys has really been your defensive effort. I mean, you showed it here tonight. You're going up against Millard North tomorrow. What do you guys got to do defensively to really, you know, give a game to a team like Millard North?
Play with heart and never be scared. Our freshmen got to step up because they're little, and Millard North is huge. But all we got to do is play hard and play with our confidence.
All right, so, you know, many things going back around with all the COVID-19 issues on all sides. You know, what does it mean to be able to, you know, still be able to play here tonight?
It's amazing. We worked on this all year, and coach every day in practice said he doesn't know if we're going to have a game. Just next day, work your hardest next day, every day.
All right, so, a big thing for you guys, I know you guys do a lot of conditioning in the offseason. You're one of the quicker teams here in Nebraska Class A. What do you feel has been your emphasis at the speed part of the ball?
Just playing hard and, like, all our team, we just work hard every day in practice.
All right, cool. Thank you so much. It's been a really great game tonight. Warriors win it here tonight. We're going to be back next Friday up against Omaha North. These guys will go to Miller North tomorrow. You guys can watch that on the Aaron Harding YouTube channel account at 3 and 4:30 for the girls and boys. Thank you so much tonight for watching this game. Season opener. My name is Jaden Taylor. Alongside me tonight, Cade Martin, Cassidy Freeze, Sydney Flores, as well as Maddie Schlegel. Thank you so much for watching here tonight. Have a great night, and we'll be back next week.
Mm-hmm.